It's time to manifest out of the matrix.
I'm just kidding. So I thought this would be a good time to bust out the Matrix tie because, sorry about the mess here. I just had a party. Um, Everybody knows about this Matrix. We're trying to escape. I did have the ego card fall out over here on accident. I'm not sure. But what I do know about ego is we've been lied to. There is a healthy amount of ego that we can have here. Um, and then that was the funny part is the harmony and balance card fell out too. So I found a lightning bug in my bedroom. I don't know what that means. I forgot to look that up on. Actually, I do have my phone here. We can do that maybe here in a bit. Uh, Randomly, this is a deck that I haven't really brought out on camera. My sister got it for me for Christmas, I believe, and it was quite funny how she did it. So nobody knew what it was, and she gave it to me secretly, and I didn't even open it until I got all the way home, which was like 5 hours away. But there's something magical going on, something magical that you guys are doing, that you're creating, that you're manifesting, and it's a obviously this only reason I brought it up is only because it is the Lionsgate portal right now. It is my usual time. It's about 3:11 now. I've actually been practicing and practicing to get this show on the road here, and I went in my bedroom real quick to I forgot I had grabbed something. My brain apparently, and I found the seven of coins, Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician on the floor. And I had just, redone all that, which I assume it was my cats because my cats, wreak havoc. So I just thought I'd bring that up before we got into the tarot here. And I wanted to congratulate you all for making it to the Lionsgate portal opening. Started around, what was it, July 28th, and it's going all the way up until, what is it, September, the middle of September. Somebody in the comments could probably help me out. I could look it up right now, but regardless, I don't want to do all that. I want to jump right into this tarot and see what my favorite deck, the gold foil tarot deck. I'm just seeing what general messages are kind of coming out of here. I have been amped up, pumped up to pump this readout. I'm going to be honest with everybody. I had everything set up and I fell asleep about 1 o'clock last night, a little early for me, but nonetheless, here we are. Four of Cups energies out here, huh? So, with the Page of Cups, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I probably should, so that once it happens, then we're going to, you know, get to say that I was right, but here we go. Let's get into this. So, again, this competition card is on the bottom, and these two cups jumped out. So, I believe that there's a breakthrough happening within the collective and within I want to say within, I guess the collective would be the world. I've been thinking very small, and this is we are worldwide. And if you don't know, and if you're new to my channel, to be honest, I bit off a big um, responsibility, and I don't know how or why this happened to me, but long story short, I have come to realize that I am an energy reader, and I always have been. My sister is almost really the one who's pointed this out to me. And so I read energies and I attract other energy readers, I have noticed. My sister is a very strong empath. Virgo, her birthday is coming up. And anyway, I don't want to bore you with all of this stuff, but what I'm getting at here is the intuition of the collective is picking up full force. This is a lot of cards here, and I've seen this a lot recently. And these cards are the energy is so strong that these cards are literally like just jumping out in packs. You know, they're not. There's not a jumper. There's just a pack of jumpers. It's almost like a pack of wolves. You know, pulling together because. And this is something that's very. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna throw it out because this pack energy, we'll call it. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm saying. Do any of us really? Yeah, let's just get these out here. Let's just get these out here. I gotta calm down because I've been really amped up. Like I've drank 6 Red Bulls. I already have wings. I'm not even sitting on a chair right now. I'm hovering. You probably can't tell, but anyhow, the two cups again. So I have a short story about the Ace of Cups and a couple of decks that I'm getting rid of, and you'll no longer see on my channel. And I'm not going to knock anyone else for using it, but I just can't because I'm really all about symbology and it being a correct and original. You know, like if I'm going to buy an old car, that was stuck to me. This was just in the last read, the Seven of Pentacles. So when you buy an old car, you know, if you really want to get the most out of your money or the most enjoyment out of it for nostalgia effect, you're going to restore it to original stock, uh, factory, not settings, but you understand what I'm saying. So when I found this out about a couple of decks, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And I won't name the decks at this point. I just found out there's a couple of decks that don't have the correct symbology for the Ace of Cups because there is not 5. Because if you notice in here, there are 5 streams coming out of there, right? And if you don't know all the symbology of that, you're gonna go ahead and take some personal responsibility and don't make the reader do it all. And I assume that you're here as a reader and you possibly already know that because for whatever reason, don't ask me why. And that's just how it's worked for me. I don't know why. I just started reading. I'm a baby. I'm a baby crawling around right now, trying to figure this out right now. So, but I all of a sudden I've read for a lot of readers, okay? And so I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but what I'm getting at is I like originality. And so when I find a card like the Ace of Cups that only has 4 streams running out instead of 5, I didn't burn it or anything like that. The old me, the old Scorpio, would have done that. Did my chair just sink? I don't know. So I have a secret here on the bottom of the deck. We're gonna leave that there. And talk about this spread. Wow. I'm just trying to take all this in. Because these cards are really like just like this. It's like the most redundant, broken record message that I because I am a reader. I'm not. I can't keep away from reading or from watching other tarot readers. I'm trying not to bore you here, but I do it to see what's going on in the collective. It's almost like the guys, the churchgoers, okay? And they want to know what's God saying? What's God saying? When they ask the other church, what's God saying? What's God saying? The four of wands, this energy, uh, oh my goodness. It's like I can't even talk. Like I just want to be able to telepathically just give you this stuff because there's so much, and it's like where do you even start? Because there's no starting point, right? Because it's a ball, and it's like there's all these points that you can start from. And do you start from the outside or do you start from the core? So that's the problem with tarot. Not the problem. That's the fun, I believe, in tarot because of me being a hardcore, deep rooted Scorpio. I will say it every read. uh you can just keep going and deeper and deeper and deeper from another angle, so what we have going on here is somebody, a collective, a group, um of people who are wanting to be able to break out of the matrix, right? Okay, break out of the matrix, because to me, if you have successfully broken out of the matrix, then you are in the Six of Cups energy. And if I ever knew a card that would represent Zenergy, I would say it would be the Six of Cups. Because to me, the Six of Cups is probably one of the most, I don't want to say abundant, but we will say abundant, but one of the most giving, beautiful, like um, reciprocal, back and forth, give and take, give and receive, like law of the universe played out to a T, like in its purity, in its originality. That's what the Six of Cup is to me. It is originality, unconditionality. Is that a word? I mean, it might as well be. We make up everybody else. Why can't we make up words, right? We all have that right. So because you're wanting to break out of the matrix, or because you have already broken out of the matrix, you are in this Six of Cup energy, or you're about to be in the Six of Cup energy. Then you're moving into, this has also been very common in the collective, the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. And now I almost feel like it's not that we're not waiting for our ships to come in anymore, because our ships are right out there, and we actually see them. We're not looking to a tarot reader like, hey, where's my ships, bro? Where's my ships, bro? Like, bro, you're standing on the motherfucking island right now. Why are you asking me? Turn the hell around. Because, oh my gosh, what card is it where instead he would be like looking at me? Is that the two of wands? Why am I drawing a blank here? Is that the two of wands? Somebody will correct me. I know it because people love to correct people. I mean, I'm guilty of it as well. But the three of wands, your ships, you're not necessarily waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for them to dock. Okay, you're waiting for your. That's what I'm getting here. You're waiting for your ships to dock. You can actually see them yourself. You're not relying on a. But now there's a fear almost around the ships. There's a fear around the ships because it's almost like, what is that movie where the ghost ship was just floating around, and I'm not going to be able to remember it. But anyways, you don't know what's on those ships, and you're almost afraid. Is it my manifestations? And I'm guilty of it. My manifestation shows up in a ship, docks. Here it is, unloading. They're unloading my manifestations, and I'm like, what? Oh boy, and you start getting sweaty palms like a little middle school girl, um, or boy, middle school boy, whatever. So what I'm getting at here is waiting on your ships to come in. The Hierophant after that, being and wanting a traditional type of, because and I'm not if you're new here, you'll know. I want you to know that I'm not a love reader. I'm not a specific person reader. Now, if it shows up, if a specific person shows up, I'm going to read for that, and there's some love involved in here because this read has like, this is like, I mean, I don't know if you're seeing this or not, but we have one, two, three, four, five cards that are cups here. I mean, it's just like a flood of cups, a flood of cups. Like, because then the ace of cups is right here, right? So, but right below the two of cups, a match made in heaven, happily ever after is how I've taken it. Sharing is caring. 50-50, mono, not mono, mono. Uh, um, Más o menos, give or take. So, but there's fear around it. There's fear around this manifestation. There's fear around this love that you believe is in front of you or is not. Wow, how about that? I totally forgot. This was not even on purpose. That and it's close enough. This is the one I didn't want to get because the snakes aren't kissing, basically. I didn't realize, but because Caduceus here is actually in. Let's see if we can get that in there. Anyways, the Caduceus is on here. It's in here, and which is actually. I'll go ahead and okay. All right. Okay, it's lesson time. It's history time. So the Caduceus, and I'm only going to go by as much memory as I have here because I was really fascinated by this for a very long time, and I always knew that there was a more deeper meaning behind, the I always say Swiss Army on accident. It's so. This is the staff of, and you know what? If you want, you can fast forward. You already know you have free will. I'm never going to tell you what to do. I saw a comment that said, "Oh, I don't like how readers are passive aggressive."
To get the fuck out, click off.
So yeah, no, yeah, the cards are telling me and you. The cards are telling me what to tell you to do. You came here for a read. You came here to see what the cards are telling you. So I'm just going to tell you what the cards are telling you. And if you want to take that way, then you got some kind of other issues. You got more problems than that. So what I'm getting at here is the Caduceus, the staff of Hermes, has been known, and they even called Hermes Mercury because it was the staff of Mercury. Also, it represented Mercury, which was communication, but the staff itself was communication between him and God, him and Source, him and the Spirit, right? So this is the staff of Caduceus, or the Caduceus, rather, is connected to Mercury, which I'll just bore you a little bit more. I have the Mercury in Scorpio, born during retrograde. I just fabulously enjoy Mercury in retrogrades, like most people do not, and they cannot stand the Mercury in retrogrades, which that's okay. I work with it, you know. So we'll get back to this commercial break over. Hopefully, you haven't fast forwarded past the good stuff, what I'm about to get to here, because of what's on the bottom of the deck. I didn't even knock on the door for this read. So, okay, yeah, like I said, we got up here the Two of Cups across the top here. I don't even know why or what this spread is. It just is what it is, and this is actually not in reverse. I just thought I'd set that there to show you. This card stuck to me, and That's why I kept it here, because it already has stuck to me here, because you guys got something stuck to you. It's about to be stuck to you. Um, it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Don't click off yet. It's not bad, Auden. It's not bad. So you're looking for, you're wanting, or you're afraid of, because you want. Maybe, and what I'm getting here is you've been hurt in the past, or you have been through some, and we all have, some traumatic things revolving around love or manifestations, or things that you thought were your manifestations, and it turns out they weren't. Right? Because, the Seven of Cups is underneath. Oddly enough, the Seven of Cups is underneath the Six of Cups. Okay? All right. So, and I didn't make this up. I don't make this script. I just read it. I just read it. This isn't my script. My script is a bit different. So, and then right after that is another part of another energy that's been floating around the collective all over, the Four of Cups energy. So, hey, fellas, ladies, hello, wake up, because our manifestations are floating right around us. Our manifestations are right in front of us. Okay? Look around. Maybe turn around. I don't know. Something's got to change, right? Something's got to change. Our eyeballs have got to actually be open. The rose-colored glasses got to be stepped on trash. Don't forget and put those on instead of your regular reading glasses. For those of you that need them. So, I want to find out how or what Spirit would have you, what type of advice Spirit would have you to do. Before this read, I called down, I like to have Archangel Uriel. I gave Archangel Michael the night off, because I don't really necessarily feel like I need protection as much as I used to. So I called, Archangel Carissa and um, Raphael. So the clarity that you're going to get, because the Two of Swords is here. Okay, and there was a reader, Scorpion Empress Tarot. She would say, and it's out of the Eight of Swords. So when she said the Eight of Swords, I immediately thought of the Two of Swords as well. Um, about it being tissue paper, the blindfold being made out of tissue paper, and I thought, well, uh, even tears can knock can get you out of that blindfold. Yeah, even your tears, tissue paper is thin enough that it can. And I thought that was a really good analogy, and but I don't know. This Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords definitely. Uh, Energy was here the other night, so the decision or the manifestation. I know normally the Two of Swords, a lot of people say, oh, it's because there's a decision that you don't see or whatever, but what it is it's a decision that you're afraid to see. I think it's more like on those lines is what I'm feeling. It's more like you're afraid of the decision, so you don't even want to see, because you don't want to make the decision. Maybe you're indecisive. Maybe maybe there is some fear there, anxiety, and that's it's tough to fight. Like I said, the sweaty palms and the lump in your throat type of thing. And that's what I'm getting here. But we've got and I didn't want to scare you guys. The Five of Swords down here at the bottom of whatever weird thing that got thrown out here. The Seven of Swords, and then right after that, if I remember right, yeah, I'm sorry, the Five of Swords, and then the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe there is something that is blocking you or hindering you from being able to move forward in your money, or your monetary, your your material, maybe even not necessarily material, maybe it's just keeping up with things in general. um and it's like in the Bible that God gave God took the rib out of Adam because he realized, oh man, I'm such a jerk. I threw this dude down here in this big old giant world all by himself, and he's got nobody to help him do anything. So he made a helper for him. And it's almost like, yeah, you'd like that. You wouldn't mind that. Hell, I wouldn't mind that. Who wouldn't? But anyhow, that's why I love that the Ace of Cups is here, and that's why I wanted to really point out that I said all of that to say this: the Ace of Cups has got the 5 streams of love, your cup runneth over type love. And it's because you have filled up your own cup enough. You have given yourself enough self love that now even the divine has thrown in some of its own self love, matching you. You see, like matching you. How the universe mirrors you and you mirror the universe. You see, we all want the reciprocal relationships. We all want the reciprocal marriages. But the thing is the universe is always it's always always going to be reciprocal. Always. So you don't have to worry about that. So the universe is filling your cup up now and it's overflowing so that way that there's all this extra love mixed in with your love and you're not actually while you're spilling out your love, while you're giving your love, your cup's not actually being emptied. Do you see? That's what the ace of cups, that's what people hasn't ever pointed out. You see, that's what no one's ever pointed out is the fact that the ace of cups is your love being spilled out onto everybody around you, everything that you touch, plants, animals, anything and everything that's alive. But the thing is because of the universe, God, spirit, Allah, whoever you believe in, your higher power, so all spark, we'll call them from Transformers, okay? It's all spark is filling up your cup at the same time, which means your cup is not being emptied. You don't have to keep refilling it because the universe is doing it for you. You don't have to look at other people for the love that you're not getting or receiving because the universe is doing it, has been doing it forever, and you didn't even know it. Because normally, yeah, the Ace of Cups all by itself, yeah, you realize it. Yeah, the universe is just, blessings are being poured down upon me. But no, because in this weird ass spread that happened to spill out, you got the 4 of Cups with it. So you didn't even realize this was happening your entire life. You've had these gifts your entire life because you love to help people with those. So then your gifts were amplified. They weren't emptied. They weren't drained. They weren't taken away. They weren't robbed. They weren't stolen. They were actually amplified because the universe was matching your vibration. The universe was matching your energy. This is gorgeous. I mean, I knew there was a reason. I knew. I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying to I don't know. I hope I hope I didn't lose the audio on that because I'm trying to be really quiet and keep it calm, cool, and collective because this is an amazing, beautiful read, to be honest. Because, okay, and then that's where I was getting to. Okay, I said all of that to say this. The 6 of Cups, I'm sorry, the 6 of Swords is on the bottom, moving on to calmer waters. And taking everybody and anybody that's for you with you. That's who's in the boat with you, okay? This this isn't the this isn't the Light Seers deck who's got the trash boat where, okay, this is the Bugatti of boats. But you didn't wake up in this Bugatti. You bought it. You bought it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. That's just what I heard. That's what I was told to say. Yeah, because right underneath of that, oh my god, I fucking love, I love tarot. I love tarot because right underneath of that, the Six of Swords, because you, you're moving out of this and you're starting to realize your worth. You're starting to realize where you need to go and what you need to leave behind. Because right underneath of that was the Five of Cups. So now we got the Five of Cups and the Five of yeah, so you could be seeing 555 because I'm seeing five in here, five, and yeah, excuse me. Oh, I think that was a slight. Excuse me. I might have to try to edit that out. Maybe I won't. It just takes so long. Who cares? So you might be seeing 555 a lot. You might also be seeing 44 a lot, 43, 643. I'm just spitting out some numbers here. We also have 66. Do we have? We have 22. Okay, so it's just a matter about not only like realizing your worth, but realizing what you're worth to the universe. You know, what you're worth to the universe. You know, even let's pretend you don't have a purpose. It doesn't matter if you have a purpose or if there's no meaning to life, whatever. There's still value in your life. There's still, you're still needed. You're still valuable. Even if you never find your purpose. And then underneath that, oh my gosh, I could just keep going. I could do a 78 card read right now, and I'm telling you, this is over. Okay, because this is a Lionsgate portal. Check where you got Leo in your chart. If you haven't already, I mean, we still got the shadow period, and this is still just the opening, of the gate type of thing. The peak, okay, the peak. This is 8-9 right now, today, tonight, this morning, whatever. So, Eight of Cups underneath that. I mean, I feel like I'm just saying the same thing that of all the readers that you're all seeing. Like, it's almost like I am stacking the deck. Like, okay, this is exactly the same reads that it's like, okay, okay, universe. All right, we get it. Okay, so now what? It's like, so okay, now I need to pray that I have the discipline to keep my manifestation, or to even go out and get it, to go out and grab it. It's like, the shoot your shot. This energy. Mm, I love it. Yeah, I love it. So then, ultimately, under that, the card that was sticking to me and sticking to me and sticking to me, it was just a magnet. Okay, and so what I heard is the spirit saying that you are all becoming, the collective is becoming more and more and more magnetic, magnetizing, bringing in, manifesting the abundance. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles, the material abundance. And there's nothing wrong with wanting abundance, visualizing abundance, because remember, it is not money that is the root of all evil. It is the love of money, which causes people to do the crazy, ridiculous things that they do and somehow sleep at night. I don't know how. Apparently, they just have to, that's how they end up ODing. They have to do a bunch of drugs. That's how they sleep at night. That's what nobody realizes. That's how they sleep at night. Okay? So you can thank your lucky stars that you ain't them. Thank your lucky stars because this thing is full of stars, right? Like I could I'm picturing like a galaxy in your eyes type of thing. That's really what I'm getting here. Like just um, It's almost like I wish you could just sit here at my table and feel what I'm feeling. Like I always refer to like the drag, which I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. I'm not, I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. I really don't. I might be putting out the complete wrong reference here, but the ball of energy here is like this. Okay, and my candle was just nonstop flickering, and it was after I was calling upon the archangels and some others of my spirit guides to come down and getting them some of the offerings that I had here. And as soon as I walked in, I'm like, I know, I know, I know, I know. I'm trying to hurry. I'm trying to hurry. I'm trying to hurry. I was getting everything ready, you know, and it was weird. As soon as I walked in, the flame just stopped. So I just enjoy this journey, and I'm thankful that you're all on the journey with me. I'm thankful that I'm on the journey with you. I'm glad that you made it this far. I'm glad that I didn't bore the shit out of you, and that you have gotten something out of this. I'm not done yet, because the thing that I really like to focus on a lot more is trying to get more wisdom and advice, because I feel like I don't focus on that enough. So I'm trying to, I'm not getting, I'm out here, never mind, I can't finish that sentence, but, flying solo dolo. So ain't nobody giving me no tips or hints, none of that stuff. So we're winging it around here. So we'll throw down these astrology dice for fun. I mean, I play with them on my own, and I've gotten some pretty good messages out of it. Um, but I'm still learning the runes. So I already do know that this is the Neptune and the number 6. So you could be a life path 6, could be a Taurus. Um, I do know that, and there we are again. So now, with our astrology dice, we now have, if I'm correct, 666. Do we have 4 6s? Oh, there is too many synchronicities here. Do you see the universe is like screaming? And maybe they're not screaming. Maybe, like I said, you may already know all of this. It may already just be all these confirmations. Like, yeah, okay, But what I'm getting at mainly is you don't have to run out and look for this stuff. You don't have to run out and look for somebody else. Okay, this is a great analogy that I heard a reader, and I wish to gosh I could remember who it was. I'd name her right now. Um, so it's like when you're shopping, when you go grocery shopping, and you're really hungry. Well, what happens? Everybody knows what happens, right? We all know what happens. So when you're lonely and you go shopping for love, what do you think's going to happen? You're lonely and you're shopping for love. Well, it's the same thing as being hungry and shopping for food. Food for thought. No pun intended. Maybe it was. But so this is a lovely read. So what we're going to do now for shits and gigs is the Moonology deck, because it is one of my favorite decks because it represents the moon. I have the Cancer moon and Cancer rising, which the moon is ruled. Cancer is ruled by the moon rather, and I have an infinity love, affinity love, both for the moon. I now have the moon tattooed on me. I don't know how many times. No, but so I'm just gonna see what kind of oracles we've got here from the universe, and this is it's just perfect. Like you wouldn't even believe. We can doctor up videos now, right? I can make this. I can make this read say whatever I want, but you just saw me. You just saw me shuffle in front of you. And August 30th is when what? The blue moon is coming. The brightest moon, I believe, if I remember right, it's the brightest moon of the year. And I cannot wait to snap some pictures of that because my phone is amazing on them on this moon. I'm blown away now. I know I sound old, but it's like, wow, these phones are really good. There, look at that. So I've always tried to capture the moon, and it's like, it's impossible almost. And speaking of Cancer and the moon and all of that, okay, so the blue moon. I'm sorry, I got a little excited and off track there as usual. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible, which would be believe in your manifestation. Believe in your manifestation. Believe in
your manifestation. Believe in the impossible.
because a personal issue reaches resolution on the bottom of the deck. The bottom energy is just as important as the top. We all know that. It's very significant. Very significant. Full moon in Cancer. Right. That's why I brought that up. Yes. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Again, so, and here it is. Oh my goodness. Excuse me while I have a moment with this card. Yeah, so this is the full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio card. You guys are lucky I have a very long and regular reach. And this is time to release negativity. You see, a lot of people want to hate on Scorpio and talk trash about Scorpio and how Scorpio's this and Scorpio that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. You got Scorpioed, is what happened. Tell the truth. You got Scorpioed, is what happened. But what we're here to help you all out on is to release that negativity, to expose that negativity, to transform that negativity because we've been doing it in ourselves our whole lives. Like, for real. You should know this, but you don't because you're not. So, nothing is yet set in stone. Like, I could read a book here. This is just so just flowing. Conclusions are within reach. A time for healing, balsamic moon. There's a significance to balsamic vinegar, and I use the balsamic vinegar on a lot of things. And I also like to have like 12 different kinds of balsamic vinegar. Anyways, commercial break over. A new romantic. Oh, how cute. Look at that. New moon in Libra. So this really would go right along with our Two of Cups here, the new moon in Libra. What was that? New romance. I didn't even. It's hard for me to even read. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me to even read stuff like that. You know, not trying to be jaded, but some of us have been jaded. Okay, yeah, I'm in that group. Raise your hand. Some of us have been jaded by love. You're starting to not believe in love. You're starting to forget about love. You're starting to not look for love. And that's when it shows up, when you're not ready for it, when you don't want it anymore, or when you're trying not to look for it, or whatever. You know how it goes. It's the truth. It's the truth. So, new romantic cycle begins. Like I said, this whole read, like, and I'm happy for everybody, and even if this is just all of this affinity this massive amount of love that's really just surrounded this whole read, even if it's just that massive amount of love for yourself, because again, everybody knows, if you don't know, then now you know that you need to love yourself first. You need to be able to love yourself first. You better love anybody else, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, what you make in your bank. It doesn't really matter, because I'm going to tell you right now, okay? And I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. When I went to Haiti, third world country, no fly zone, and These people have nothing, and the stuff they do have was all donated to them from all the missionaries and whatnots, and mailed to them, and so and they've had some of these things for 5, 10, 12 years or whatever. They take very good care. Haitians in from Haiti, indigenous to Haiti. Okay, that's what we're talking, real Haitians. They actually, it's unbelievable. They are the happiest people I've ever come across. And I'm not kidding. They are the happiest people I've ever come across. Now granted, when you're in the thick of Haiti, little sketchy, a little scary, we're riding, and this is no lie. I love telling this story because it's the coolest experience I've ever had in my entire life. And I didn't even realize this is what it was going to be. But we literally had to be caged up, locked up in a cage while we drove through Haiti to go to the different soccer fields to do our music and our little I almost said escapade, our little missionary. So this is just, I mean, I just sit back and relax. Just sit back and bask in the love from the universe that's filling your cup back up, and feel free to. I feel like this is one of those times when you could pull out the card. It's okay to love. It's safe to love. Feel free to love. Because you are getting love back from the universe, refilling your cup, and you also are refilling your cup. We can even say, let's say that fifth is from you refilling yourself from self love. And those four, you have so much self love that one stream coming in is enough for the four streams coming out. Take it how you want, take it how it resonates. And I'll throw that disclaimer out now just for fun. If it doesn't resonate, then throw it out. Eat the fish, spit out the bones. Or I'm sorry, not the fish. It's eat the meat, spit out the bones. Either or, whatever you want to say. Eat the ambrosia and spit out the bones. Anyways, yeah, I'm loving this. And now look, okay, I'll finish here. Well, I'm not gonna finish there. Let's see, how much time do I got? Okay, I'll speed it up. I got time for this card, one more card, and we're wrapping it and we're out. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Find your Aries in your chart. Mine is in my midhaven. And so let's go ahead and hurry up. Oh my goodness. I could sit here all night. I could sit here all night. Okay. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. You warm your hands up and it feels good. And it's like, okay, oh yeah, I'm ready to flip. I'm ready to flip. Flip cards. Flip cards. Okay. Not like flip. We're going to ask for advice from the Psychic Tarot deck. I mean, it's like, what even advice do you need? Like, stop doubting yourself. I mean, that's something I've been hearing. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting that you're worth it. Stop doubting that, you deserve it. And I'm guilty of that. Like, oh, I don't deserve this. This can't be. There's no way this is my manifestation because you don't know me. Do you know me? Because I don't think I deserve that. That manifestation. There's no way that's my manifestation. Not a chance. No, no, no. It's something a little less than that. That's a little too much. Right? We're scared of our manifestations. And maybe there's been a lot of manifestations that have went right by us. But at the same time, we do know that what's meant for us will not pass us by. I will stop there because I remember reading this card quite a bit, the Hearts card. So I'm excited to see what this one is that we are going to wrap up with. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me right now. Okay, so sometimes we didn't get the message the first time. And sometimes the message didn't come out big enough, maybe. I don't know. But here we are again with the Three Monkeys card. And come on, hand, stay still. Anyways, so the three wise the three wise monkeys with the hearts on the bottom. And I'm telling you, like, this card, I remember the first time I flipped this card, and I literally almost just cried, like one of those. And it wasn't my cry though, because I was pulling, and when you're pulling, you all know that you end up pulling these energies, and you're like, oh, why does it feel like this? And it was such sadness. At the same time, it was such hope. And I don't even like to say the word hope, but this card really just looks like hope in its hearts, and I don't know, whatever. Anyways, 16 card number 7, and but it's got the broken heart. This one's got the broken heart up in the top corner. But it's like, despite the broken heart, you're still very optimistic. Okay, and so it's like, despite being hurt, trashed, trampled on, chewed up, spit out, you still are optimistic when it comes to love. You're not shut off and shut down and cold hearted and stonewalled and, built this massive, you know, castle around your heart with 3 castles inside of that, and then a courtyard, and then a dungeon within a dungeon of a dungeon, and there's your heart, right? So you're still optimistic about it. So, we'll go ahead and read again for those of you who didn't hear it in the back. All right. Universe always repeating itself. Redundancy. It's like, yeah, I get it. Come on, move on. Come on. It's the number 32 card. I think in my last read I did some bad math and said 7, I think, but it's like I must have really felt the number 7. Because obviously 3 plus 2 is 5. 32. Where are we? 32. Okay, 32 is right after 31. Yeah? Yeah, it sure is, usually. You have received. Okay, this is the Three Monkeys, number 32 card. You are wiser than you think. You have received this card as the universe wants you to focus on your wise self. Your wise self. The 3 wise monkeys are an ancient sacred Japanese icon. Traditionally, they have represented see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, right? Remember that? We all do. The 3 monkeys psychic reading card has 2 very different meanings. It's up to you as to what meaning you feel most represents your current situation in life. The first interpretation of this card is 3 wise monkeys. The universe wants you to be aware of what you are thinking as your desires are manifesting right now. This is what we've been talking about this whole night. Manifestations. Don't be afraid of it. This is a time you really need to think about what it is you want in your life, as like attracts like. The representation is the positive side of your life, and is telling you to focus on all positive factors to bring those energies back into your life. The reverse meaning of this card is 3 dumb monkeys, not seeing, not speaking, and
Not listening.
hmm, guilty. So, the guidance from this representation of monkeys indicates that you or someone around you is not actually seeing or willing to acknowledge there is a negative issue. Hence, you are not seeing, hearing, or speaking about your current situation. So it's kind of like calling each other out, calling each other out on your BS, I guess, is the way I'm kind of taking this. Don't be afraid to bring up the negative issues, because what happens then? You bury them, bottle them up, and then, well, we all know what happens then. And if you don't try it. Don't try it at home. Okay, so now is the time to pay attention to this card so you can focus on the area of life, the magician. I guess my arm is just extra sticky. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and we'll throw this up. Uh, now is the time. Now is the time to pay attention to this card so you can focus on what area of your life needs what area of your life needs you thought that I was editing horribly there, didn't you? No, I was repeating myself on purpose. It's not bad editing. Focus on the area of your life that needs the most attention. There will be no positive outcome if you don't focus on what you want to bring into your life. Kind of like floating, just tunnel vision, autopilot, cruise control. Wow, so I guess we just burn up another little block of time there. Welcome back. So there will be no positive outcome if you don't. So it's like the message didn't, this part of the message, they didn't want us to get it out, but we're getting it out there. So I'm going to start back at the beginning of that paragraph. Now is the time to pay attention to this card so you can focus on what area of your life needs the most attention. There will be no positive outcome if you don't focus on what you want to bring into your life. Forget what you don't want. When you remove this energy, things will start to flow. Thank you very much. I really hope and believe and know that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Zenergy Tarot. I almost said Zenergy Tarot 101, whatever that is. Uh, Please, if this resonates with you, you know the drill. Make sure you like, subscribe. I mean, you do what you want. You have your own free will. You do know the drill. I do it for you. I do it for everybody. I don't forget, unless I'm at work, I do a lot of streaming at work. I'm been doing my job for many, many, many years, and I basically just go through the motions. So it just really uh, some of you out there really keep me going. So, anyhow, all I know is like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you on the next one as usual. Uh, just remember the personal issue. I don't know why I had to bring this back out again. That personal issue is bringing is coming to resolution. Okay, just remember that. Personal resolution. I don't know. I don't know why I had to say it again. So, see you on the north side.